It's week 3 of the National Football League, and this one features the Steamers' leader at quarterback. You can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Steamers and the Sentinels, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Steamers of Louisville taking on the Sentinels of Canton. Along with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin here. And Charles, we take a look at this Canton team as they get ready down on the field. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visitors, Louisville, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he's off to a fantastic start to the season. Already 8 touchdown passes in just his first 2 weeks of the year. Now, I don't think that's a pace he's going to be able to sustain, but at the very least, he's got this offense humming here to start things out.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball.
And right away, he lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, we've been used to being here in late July, early August every year for the Hall of Fame ceremonies and the Hall of Fame game. But now we've got an actual franchise once again based in Canton, Ohio. Such a football-crazy town. And they haven't had a team here, though, since the Bulldogs last took the field in 1926. They've waited a while for this. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll look to throw now on first down. Bryant has it. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Here comes third and the length of the football. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. They'll run on first down. Middleton, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, Middleton, and shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. When you look at this defense, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. Throwing on first down. Whitlock. And it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Whitlock. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 65 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but
in trouble, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a handoff up the middle. Downing. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. When you look at this defense, this unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 3. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Steelers.
Now back to throw. It's caught by Bryant. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Middleton. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit, and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 49 yards there, a big one. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Whitlock. And it will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 24-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try the left side. Dowling. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Back to throw. Whitlock. His throw incomplete.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Whitlock. This is caught. And he's brought down. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need to take the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And his guys have taken the lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point attempt to follow here. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. A 10-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's 1 interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Complete to Bryant. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steamers have regained the lead. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, Dowling, and just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on second down, Whitlock. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On third down, Whitlock working the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw, Whitlock. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Back to throw. Whitlock. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the mic and knocks it home.
Well, sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. They can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Louisville offense back out now. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Back to throw here. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, That position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. The Canton offense takes over once again. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On 1st and 10, Whitlock. And his pass incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Off the play fake. Whitlock. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
This will be fielded at the 17. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And that will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side could play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It got his man complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They give him a gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. On first down, Whitlock. And his throw here is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Up the middle they go. Drummond. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Throwing on first down. Whitlock. And Daniels has it, left side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 20-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Whitlock. And Daniels has it over the middle. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Whitlock. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down of the sack. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on first and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the pressure gets to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, this defensive unit certainly picked a great time to make a stand. Back-to-back sacks, starting with first and goal. Have to believe that they'll continue to bring the pressure on third down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Whitlock. Flushed out right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Here is 3rd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Middleton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First target, first catch, and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Back to throw again. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Another shot from the one on second and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steamers are able to widen their advantage.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Second down and a yard.
Off play action. Whitlock.
Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down. They'll look to throw again.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Whitlock. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
This has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Whitlock. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in the home of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. As we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Louisville offense back out now.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Middleton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and a yard.
They'll try the left side. Middleton. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And this offense on 3rd down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Canton offense takes over once again. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st and 10, Whitlock.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 39.
Operating from the gun. Whitlock escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
To throw on 3rd down, Whitlock. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Back to throw. Whitlock over the middle. It's complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st down, Whitlock. He finds his man complete. It's Wilkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Whitlock. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll run on first down. Middleton. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down by 7, 1:46 to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's caught right side by Daniels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
He's back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. A big play looming on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that incompletion reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilkins. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Louisville, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Canton, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.